Hey traders, in today's quick video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Supertrader journaling app. You want to start by downloading the app from the App Store, and if it's your first time, you will be prompted with a series of questions you have to answer before you make it to the home screen. But before we go over the main features of the app, let's first talk about the settings. You want to click the gear in the top right corner, and here you'll see tabs to share with friends, membership, personal settings, and more. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the customer center. Here's where you'll be able to change your plan, restore, or cancel your subscription. I do like that they have a free 7-day trial, especially if you're new. That's something that you should consider. Now, if you'd like to become an affiliate or partner with Supertrader, you can click on the partnership tab, and you'll have to fill out a simple Google form that will complete that for you. Now, under the personal settings, here you can change your daily, your weekly, or your monthly goals. And this may change as you grow your account. You can also choose if you want your profit type to be displayed as your gross profit or your net profit. You can also export your data once you have enough information for your trades. Now, one of my favorite features in the settings is the checklist. It actually comes preloaded with some pretty good questions that you should ask yourself before you get into each and every trade. But I also like the fact that you can add your own questions as well, especially if you have a process. You want to click the plus sign at the top right, and you can simply type whatever question you like, especially if you already have a strategy that you use. And once you type in that question and add it, it will be added to your checklist, which you will see more of once we get back to the home screen. Now, in addition to all of these things, if you ever need additional help, you can go down to the Get Help or Information tab, click Contact Support, and a chat box will pop up for you. Here you can ask your question and see what time an agent was last online. Now, we are going to go back to the home screen and start to get into the main features of the app. So in the top corner, next to the settings gear, you will see a little clipboard, and here you can use this feature to take general notes on some trades that you may be looking at. So I've already added a simple note for gold, but if you'd like to add a new note, you just want to go ahead and click that green plus sign, type in the symbol that you are going to take a note for, and then just put your note here in the box. So here, I just type something simple: watch this pair, wait for new levels. After you type all of your notes, you click save, and they will be here for the next time you need to reference them. Now, once we go back to the home screen, the first thing you'll notice at the top is your total gross profit and loss that you've made from all the trades that you've entered. Now, to enter a new trade, because you see I don't have anything under the Today tab, you want to click on it and click on Trade Summary. You want to start by selecting your instrument. I'm going to be doing a Forex trade. I'm going to type in AXU USD. And because today's date is September 15th, 2025, I'm just going to go back to an earlier time of the day when I actually took the trade. Now, if I took this trade for a buy, I would click long. And if I took this trade for a sell, I would click short. I'm going to put my entry price as 3665 and my exit price as 3700. I'm also going to put my lot size at 15 cents and just put in some fees and commissions that were on my trading app. Now, you can also type in whichever strategy you used. I like to use the breakup structure strategy, and I'm going to put this here so that next time I check my trading journal, I'll know exactly what I did to execute this trade. Now, there's also a tags option, which can help you categorize your trades. And if you don't see what you're looking for here, you can always click the plus sign to add additional tags to label your trades. Now, you can add more notes here about your trade. So I'm just going to say that this was a great trade. I decided to follow my process. And I love the fact that you can do this because it's important to journal your trades so that you can know what works and what doesn't. You also have the option to add a photo. So I'm going to add a screenshot of this trade, and I'm going to click Save Trade, and you can see that my total gross profit and loss has been updated, as well as my Today tab. Now, right under here is where you will see the pre-trading checklist. And this is the checklist that we actually edited in the settings. When I click on it, all of the questions that are there, I can check them off if I've done it or not. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save Checklist. And this checklist can be as short or extensive as you like it to be. Now, if you can't refresh it from the home screen, you can just click one of your other tabs at the bottom. And once you go back to your home screen, you'll be able to see if your checklist was completed. Now, under the Overview tab, we can see that September 14th and September 15th were green days, and these were days that I have already entered my trades for. Now, if you continue to scroll to the bottom of the home screen, you'll see the accuracy of your overall trades, your overall profit and loss ratio, your largest gain, and your largest loss. If you click on More Metrics, which can also be found under Reports, you'll see all the information from every trade that you've entered. Now, you can view this in a chart form. You can also specify by looking at it by time, price, instrument, or strategy. Remember when we added the break of structure strategy earlier, you'll be able to see which strategy has been the most profitable. Now, once I click on the journaling tab, I will get a calendar view of all the trades that I've taken, with green signifying profitable days and red signifying days where I took a loss. You can also directly access the More Metrics tab by clicking on the reports at the bottom, and you'll be able to scroll and see any additional information that you have for your trading account. Now, if you missed the day and you forgot to journal your trade, that's perfectly fine. You can always just go back and manually add that trade for the day that you forgot to enter it for. Now, to do this, you're just going to simply go back to your trade summary. You're going to select which instrument type. Once again, you're also going to choose the day that you want to enter the trade for, the time that you entered the trade, and fill out the same exact information that you filled out last time. So let's just say that we're going to use the same numbers. On September 5th, we entered at 3665 and the exit price was 3700. This time our lot size was 18 cents and our fees was $6.30. However, because this trade is a simulated loss, we're going to say that we entered for revenge and for fear of missing out. And I'm just going to simply type in my notes that this was a bad trade and I did not follow my process. Now, I really like the fact that you can journal each trade individually so that when you go back and look at it, you'll be able to see what works and what doesn't. Now, as I save this trade, you can see that my total gross profit and loss has went down, as well as my accuracy, and my largest loss has increased from what it was previously to what I entered on this trade. Now, this was just a quick overview of how to use the Supertrader app, but if you do have more questions or concerns, you can always download the app and reach out to support, and we'll be glad to help you.